Thank you for joining me today. Today's class is going to be a beginner. It's going to be a quick beginner class with the mini ball. So let's do this. We'll get moving. So go ahead and roll back onto your back. We're going to start with the ball between our knees and imprinting the low back. And then inhale, neutral spine. So the ball acts as an anchor to help keep the alignment between the knees and the hips through the pelvis. So it just helps keep everything right where it's supposed to. Just imprinting and release. Imprinting and release. So holding neutral spine, put your hands on your rib cage and take a deep breath in. And then exhale, pull the belly button to your spine without it moving. And feel those ribs come together. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button in. Feel the rib cage close. And again. Now we're going to add the ball. So abs, rib cage, and squeeze that ball. Again. And exhale. Last one. Now hands come down on the mat. We're going to go right into bridging. So inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pause at the top to inhale, and then exhale, one vertebrae at a time, roll back down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, roll down. One more. Exhale up. Inhale at the top. And exhale, roll down. Nice job. Okay, now for toe taps, let's take that ball right up underneath the hips. We're going to keep the hands on the mat today. That just helps with balance. So right away, you can feel all those little core muscles kicking in just to keep you on the ball. That's what we want. So from here, inhale, the right foot taps. Exhale, use your abs and pull that leg back up. So inhale down, exhale up. Now, if you use your quads instead of your abs, you're going to feel that right here in the legs. So what I want you to do is think about finding that scoop and then exhale hard as you bring the leg up, and that fires the core. Inhale down. So we're switching legs back and forth. That's it. Last one. Nice job. Bringing both feet down. We're just going to shift side to side. And we're just letting the ball just kind of massage through the low back and the pelvis a little bit. This should feel really good. Now bringing the right leg to tabletop, we're going to do the hip opener. So you're going to circle that knee around. That's it. And reverse. And switch. Still keeping those abs pulled in, reverse. Now bring both legs into the air. For single leg stretch, if you need to, keep one hand on the mat as you bring the knee in and the other leg goes out, and then you'll switch. But I do want to say, if you can, to start to get stronger and challenge that core more, keep both hands off the floor and do that correct right hand to right ankle, left hand to left ankle. So you'll inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. But again, you can always do one hand at a time. Last one. And bring those knees into your chest and give it a hug. We're going to take the legs straight up, and we're going to do that little pulse, big stretch through the back of the leg, and switch. And again, if you need one hand on the mat, but challenge it and try to make it harder. It's going to get easier as those little core muscles remember what to do. And let that rest. Nice job. I'm going to move my ball back up just a little bit. It's shifting around. Okay, now we're going to take the legs straight up in the air, and we're going to alternate feet flex and point. So abs in tight, and we're going to just work the arches and the toes and the ankles and the lower legs, strengthening everything through the bottom part and the feet. So toes turned out. So from here, if you can, bring your hands off the floor to challenge your balance more. Now let's do toes turned in, heels out, flex and point. That's it. Abs are still in. And let that rest. I feel that burn all the way down through my ankles. That's great. Okay, this next one is called the helicopter. And we're going to take the legs up and then externally rotate. We're going to do a scissor so that you feel the stretch. And then we counterbalance, rotate the legs around and bring that scissor back together. So we scissor and then around and switch, reverse, scissor, around and switch. That's it. Now what you're going to find as you keep doing this is that that circle gets bigger and bigger. As the legs lengthen and start to stretch, so will your range of motion. Now saying that, you should never have any popping or clicking in your hips. If something is clicking every time you rotate around, your circle's a little bit too big. You should do a smaller range of motion. So listen to your body and make sure that you're keeping it within that challenging but comfortable range. Good. Bringing the heels together, knees and toes out. We're going to go into frogs. So keep your hands on your abs, and that way you can feel if you let go of that scoop. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Squeeze the inner thighs and lengthen the legs out. Inhale, bring it back. Now you can kick your feet more up towards the ceiling to make it a little easier. And as you start to get stronger and you feel those abs working more, you can start to lower your legs towards the floor. Right, bring that down, and to help stretch out those quads a little bit, we're going to take your feet off your mat and then gently rotate both knees to one side, and you're going to get a big stretch through that quad and hip flexor. Come to center, let's take it to the other side. Okay, coming off the ball, we're going to come onto your side and work the obliques. And from here, we're going to put the ball between the ankles. You'll keep your head down and your hand on the mat for balance. We're going to lift and lower the legs for 10, and you're going to feel that top side working. Lift as high as you can so that it's challenging, and you're going to be balancing on that bottom hip. So, okay, keep the feet down. And you're going to use your bottom arm to support your head, and the top arm comes straight. And from here, you're reaching your top hand towards the top knee. So just a little lift through the upper body. All right, let's switch sides. So coming up, we're going to swing those legs around and take it over. Coming all the way down, relax the head on the hand. You still have the ball between the ankles. And you're going to bring that top hand down on the floor for balance. Lift and lower both legs for 10. Lifting as high as you can. You're going to feel the obliques. Now, top arm goes straight. You're going to support your head with your hand and then lift the upper body up. This is not a big movement, but very effective. Nice job. Okay, rolling onto your stomach, you're just going to rest your feet on top of the ball. Going into your back work, we're going to start, think of holding that peach underneath your chin, and your hands are going to come to your sides. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together first. That helps hit the posture muscles. And then lengthening through the top of your head, you're going to stretch your hands towards your knees as you lift. So, inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last one. Now relaxing your head on your hands, you're going to hold the ball between the feet and lift and lower the legs for 10. So you're going to be balancing on the hip bones, but think of pulling that belly button away from the floor as you lift. So exhale. Holding the ball lifted off the floor. Nice job. Okay, we're going to pull back into child's pose and gently stretch that out. Okay, coming up, we're going to go into the spine stretch. So from here, we're just going to hold the ball with the hands, and your feet are about maybe just a little bit wider than your shoulders. From here, you're going to think of somebody pulling back through the abs as you stretch forward. So it's not a lengthening as far over your feet as you can go. It's a pull back and then you stretch. So again, rib cage and abs pull back and then the arms stretch forward. That's it. Inhale, lengthen up on those sits bones, one vertebrae at a time. So exhale. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. You're going to feel that from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Okay, and today we're going to do a modified saw. So with your hand on the ball, you're going to bring the other arm up and then you're going to use the ball to roll out. Inhale as you come up, and then as we twist, we're going to take it to the other side. Exhale as you roll out. Inhale as you come up, and then switch. you'll just slowly start to roll farther and farther out. Is everything through your spine and those hamstrings open? Feels so good. Let's just do one more to each side. All right, we're gonna roll back one vertebrae at a time. So with the ball out in front, into the roll up. Arms reach up over your head. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, reach over the toes. And then exhale, drop your shoulders, tuck that tailbone and roll it back down. Arms reach up. Exhale up. Inhale, reach over the toes. And then exhale. And remember, when you come up, if you need to roll to the side, that's okay. Roll to the side to come up. Stretch over those toes. And then right here, go extra slow to take it back down. Last one. Okay, coming onto your side, we're going to do some glute work. So we're going to put the ball underneath the bottom ankle. And you want the ball forward on your mat and your hips to the back edge of the mat. And from here, we're going to bring that top leg up. It's at hip height in parallel. You're going to swing the leg forward and then exhale, flex, take it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. So remember, from the top of your head to the tailbone, can you hold that still while that top leg is moving? You can only move that leg as big as you can and hold neutral spine. So if you feel shifting through the hips and the shoulders, maybe do a smaller range of motion. And it's hard balancing on the ball. If you want the hand on the floor for balance, you can do that too. Now lift and lower, toes go up and then back down. Okay, now your kick. Back to parallel. You're going to bring the knee into your chest and then kick it up on a diagonal. So in and out. Still holding neutral spine. All right, let's switch sides. So we're going to take it up and over. Just move the ball to the other side. The bottom leg goes on top of the ball, and the hips go to the back of your mat. From here, that top leg starts at hip height. You're going to swing the leg forward. Exhale, take it back. Again, hand can be on the floor for balance. Now you're lift and lower, toes to the ceiling. Abs are in, neutral spine. Now your kick back to parallel. The knee comes into your chest and then kick it up on a high diagonal. Keep those abs pulled in. Shoulders are down. Nice job. Coming up, we're just going to do a quick stretch right here. So the butterfly stretch. With the ball out in front, I want you to exhale as you roll your hands out. And then inhale, bring it up. And that's just going to help stretch the hips a little bit, maybe through the inner thighs. Last one. So nice job on that really quick beginner mat class with the mini ball. Please like and share. I love your comments, and share with anybody who you think might benefit from this video. Thank you so much. Until next time.